All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out my show. So, what I'm going to talk about today is you not realizing how good looking you are, regardless if you're a man or a woman. I think for some reason we were programmed to think we don't look good. It could be we were programmed when we were younger to say you look good or to love yourself is to be too vain or be arrogant or all these different types of things. And I'm here to tell you that's ridiculous. Most people do not realize how handsome or how beautiful they really are. They also are always judging themselves to other people's beauty, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. What's amazing is how unique we all look from one another, for the most part. Sure, we have people that look like us, I'm sure. But what's really amazing is that how different, for the most part, all our faces, our bodies, and the way we look. And again, I understand a lot of people have issues with their body, right? Either they think they're too thin, they're too heavy, they may be too short, right? They may not like that they're balding, or they may not like their hair in general. They may not like their teeth, eye color, complexion. Did I already say that? Who the hell knows? Instead of really looking at yourself and saying, wow, man, I have been given, this look. How can I make it work for me? Instead of destroying yourself and making yourself thinking, I have to do all these things to make myself beautiful, which could be, plastic surgery, which if you want to do that, God bless. If you need to do that, you could do whatever the hell you want to do. If you want to get Botox or, I'm all about helping people. If you need your teeth done, all those little things do mean a lot. And they build a lot of confidence, I'm telling you right now. But before we even get all caught up in that, you have to realize how special and unique your look is. And the only reason sometimes I'll bring up a celebrity, so if you look at a lot of celebrities or things, and it could be a rock star, it could be an actor, or it could be whoever the hell it is, just a public figure, it could be an author or whatever. You may see these people and go, wow, they look really good. That's the beautiful people. The truth is, a lot of them people don't look that much different than you. Some are exceptional, I'm not going to lie. Of course there's that, right? And if you're going to compare yourself to that, but you have to understand too, a lot of them may not have what you have. They may have a better face than you, but you may have a better body than them. I'm just using, for example, you may not have a better face than them. You may have better height than them. If you may have a better complexion than them, or you may be stronger than them. You may be smarter than them. I mean, there's a million different things we can get caught up in. But I'm here to tell you, so many people get caught up and are miserable when they look in the mirror because they have some kind of identity issue. And I had that with my body, with the body dysmorphia thing. No matter how big I got, I always felt small. And I wasn't really caught up with my face. I know my face. I know what I look like. Even when I balded, I goofed around with it. But I was fine going bald. I could care less, to be honest with you. I was confident enough to say, hey, I kind of like the way I look. Especially when I lost weight and I got my body to kind of where I wanted, I became very comfortable. Sure, I think like a lot of people, hey, I wish I had maybe, something better here or there. But for the most part, as I aged, I'm like, I am very fortunate to have the genetics I have. I'm very fortunate to look the way I look. I'm very fortunate to be healthy. I'm very fortunate to have a lot of other things, not just being obsessed with the way that I don't like the way I look. And I'm just here to tell you, you'd be shocked even too by making some small changes. And I've discussed this before because I've been doing a lot of anti-aging stuff. Making some small changes with just your hair maybe getting a little more color, even using some fake tan stuff, maybe losing a little weight, gaining a little weight, maybe changing up your clothes, how you start to feel better about how you look entirely. Here's the other thing too. A lot of us pinpoint things that we don't like about our body or the way we look, right? It could be, again, our eyes, our nose, or this or that, whatever the case. I get it. It's not going to be perfect for everybody. But I could assure you, if you have confidence and you know how to carry yourself, that is going to go a long way. Because let's face it, not everybody's going to look like Brad Pitt. Not everyone's going to have the body of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But at the end of the day, who gives a shit? I don't think a lot of people, sure, they may want to look better, but they may not even want to go through all the hassle of having to look a certain way all the time. That can be even with bodybuilding, or it can even be with dieting. It could be with many different things. You kind of are who you are. Let's make the improvements to like really understand first how unique you are, because I talk about that a lot of times, where you may not think you're very handsome or good looking, but you're unique. And being really unique is what I think a lot of times what is true beauty. And I think people really underestimate that. I talk to my daughters a lot about that, and I talk to a lot of people about that, and I wrote about that in my book, The Model Bible, with women. There's millions of women that kind of look the same out there, and I'm not saying they're not beautiful. But, a lot of women have the same hairstyle, same look, you know what I'm talking about, the same whole thing. But all of a sudden you see like different types of women out there that are very unique, the way they look. They do have a different type of nose, or they have different type of eyes. They wear different type of clothes. Their hairstyle's different than everyone else. That's what I love. And I think a lot of people love that as well. And it's embracing that uniqueness, not frowning upon it. Yeah, what you think may be an imperfection is actually really perfection. But you have been programmed. And I think we've seen this now more than ever with a lot of women with their bodies saying, years ago, if you weren't tall and thin, or, had this certain look like that was kind of programmed in people's head, what was beauty. Now you're starting to see all different types of women in all different types of shapes. And that's really, that's being embraced. And that's wonderful, because I'll tell you right now, men and women are all interested in many different aspects. Not everyone is going to be a 6-foot blonde tall girl like everybody wanted to be years ago, which was kind of ridiculous. Same with men. Not every guy is 6 foot looking, again, like a blonde blue hair or whatever the hell, or dark and handsome. There's all these different types of looks. But work on what works best for you and make it work to your advantage. But I'm here to tell you one last time, you are probably a lot more better looking than you think you are. You're probably a lot more beautiful than you think you are. One of the things you may just want to try if you're wanting to look, and feel a little better, is kind of maybe improving your style and look. Maybe taking some chances, experimenting with some different things, and kind of taking it from there. So, you got any questions or comments, please feel free to hit me up. I have an image consulting firm, and I really work on people's identity. And like I said, one of the things that they always have a problem with is the way they look. And I get it. But I'm here to tell you, you probably look way better than you think you do. You're probably picking out a lot of flaws that nobody else even sees or cares about. And you're beating yourself up. And even when you're going out maybe, or even when you're dating, or even in your own relationship now, you're kind of maybe always looking, going, oh my God, I'm disgusting. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I feel. I don't like all these things, where really a lot of that may be just in your head. I'm just telling you. So that's all I got for you today. If you got any questions or comments, I'm at rich@richcelenza.com, and my website is richcelenza.com.